But they went to Sheol in the Old Testament.
In the Old Testament, where prophets of the Old Testament say there is no marriage in heaven or there is no sex in heaven. Show me. I challenge you. Accept that challenge.
They went to Sheol.
Show me.
They went to Sheol.
Second one.
How the foreign angels,
Second one.
they come down and they saw the woman, they left them because they were beautiful, and they married them if they don't have sexual attraction.
So now I'm saying my challenge.
These fallen angels were the ones that followed Satan, and they're going to hell because what they did was satanic.
But did they like the woman?
Yeah, no.
They get married with them?
Yeah, they did.
That means they have
So now,
sexual parts?
so now,
They
So now-
fell from heaven.
so now I'm asking.
From heaven.
So now I'm
They were
asking.
not in heaven.
I'm asking.
They
The only.
fell from heaven. At the end of the day, you're disapproving what Jesus said. Jesus Christ said that there is no sex in heaven.
No, show me.
You don't wanna
Wait.
believe that. I showed you
Some
where
brother,
it
wait,
said
please
that.
wait. You
I
show
showed
me
you
a
where it
single
said
verse
that.
in the Bible. It says there's no sex in heaven.
I showed you
Show
there
me.
is no marriage.
In order you to
There will
have,
be-
in order you to have sex, you don't need marriage. Marriage is not must. You
But
can have
anyway,
sex without
you don't
marriage.
have marriage, you
There's
have
no
sex
sex in
slavery.
marriage.
You
There's no
have
sex
sex
slavery.
slavery.
There's no sex
So what
slavery.
if the
You
woman
have
was-
virgin
so
women.
How many women will you get?
Where
How
it
many
says,
women will you get?
all I know, there's no
Yes,
sex
and why
in
you don't
heaven.
have
Jesus
sex
never
with
said
them?
that. Jesus never
Why
said
is
that.
it
All I'm
They
saying,
don't have a choice.
there's no.
There is sex slavery.
You know, Jesus said what?
What is nikah?
There's no marriage.
Mother has nikah.
In Islam,
mother
you
has
will-
nikah.
You want to discuss?
Islam,
Yes.
you get the
You born
husband.
as a bastard. You born as a bastard.
See, that's your. What is the meaning of nikah?
Okay, now I'm saying, I'm exposing Christians' lies. Christians, they don't know how to read the Bible, the New Testament, the unknown Gospels, the unknown authors.
It's not true.
Jesus,
Who are the authors of the gospel?
Jesus said there is no marriage at the resurrection. At the resurrection does not mean there is no marriage in heaven. Did he say there is no marriage in heaven?
because
He never
this is
said
not
that.
marriage
Did
anyway,
he
this is
say there is no
not
sex in
marriage.
heaven? No.
It is not marriage. it is
Christians
not
say only Muslims are the promised one sex in heaven. So I'm challenging to show me in Old Testament where it says there is no sex in heaven. Prophets of Old Testament. There is no marriage in Old Testament. It doesn't say that. So that means Christians and all prophets of the Bible have different
It's a
heaven.
liar. It's a liar.
What nikah?
What is nikah?
Nikah has got 3 meanings. I'm teaching you. Nikah.
Nikah means
3
sex.
meanings. No.
Nikah means
No,
sex.
no.
That's all. He's
Mister,
lying.
nikah means.
Anybody can nikah. Look it up.
Shall I give
in
you?
your dictionary,
Watch out,
it
I'm
means
going to
sex.
expose you.
Zawaj means marriage. They have no zawaj. They have nikah. It's filthy
What's the
religion.
opposite of the word of nikah?
That's it. I told you.
What's the opposite of the word nikah?
Tell me nikah is
I'm
not
giving you
sex.
3
Tell me
meanings.
nikah is
3
not
meanings.
sex.
Okay,
Tell me
what is-
nikah is
Three
not
meanings.
sex.
The word
Tell
nikah.
me
Are you going to
nikah is
listen?
What is the word?
I'll teach him.
What
First
is
you
the
answer my
opposite?
question, then I'll
What
answer
is-
yours.
I will answer.
If you didn't answer my
I
question,
will
I'm
answer.
not answering yours.
Okay, I will answer.
Answer.
Nikah
Does
has got
nikah
3
not mean
meanings.
sex?
Nikah has
Listen to
got
my
3
question.
meanings.
Oh, you're not answering my question.
I'm giving.
Does
I'm
nikah
telling you.
mean sex or not?
No, just sex.
No.
It's got 3
It
meanings.
does mean sex. That's
Nikah
it.
means.
Nikah means sex.
Nikah means reaching
what it means.
puberty is nikah.
Never have sex.
Reaching.
Marriage.
Listen.
In Arabic.
Reaching. Wait.
This is their
Reaching puberty. Can I explain? Wait.
Sex.
Reaching.
That's what it's
Please let me
about.
explain. I'm exposing him.
Nikah is
I'm
what
exposing him.
This is what.
Wait. For the Christians, nikah it means sex.
Next,
For
nikah,
them.
no, look it up. Look up the word nikah
I'll teach him.
in your
Don't worry.
dictionary from
Can you
Arabic
open
to
chapter
English,
4?
And it means
Can you open chapter 4 now?
F-U-C-K in English.
Chapter 4.
That's what it means.
Can you open chapter 4?
It's
Wait.
a humiliating
He doesn't
word.
listen. He doesn't
They use
listen.
humiliation
He knows
in
I'm
that
going to
word
expose
for
him.
women all the time. They're women.
Okay, now let me teach him. Okay. Wait.
Nothing but
Okay, wait.
humiliation for women.
Wait. Nikah is got 3 meanings. Please, brother, let me explain. Brother, let me explain. Let me explain to you. Let me explain. Christians, listen, you are about sex. Your parents are about sex. That's why you're born out of wedlock. You born out of wedlock. That's why you think all about sex.
Is your mother have nikah or not?
Listen, can I explain? Shall I explain?
That's what Jesus teaches you.
Listen, your religion is about sex.
No, your religion
That's why you born without wedlock. You born without wedlock. You know why you born without wedlock?
You don't even know
Because
me.
you cannot get married.
How many husbands do you have?
You can't get married.
That's the same. How many boyfriends?
Okay, shall I explain? Shall I explain, please? Okay, let me explain here. Let me explain. No, I want their camera to explain. No, I'm here.
That's their religion.
You want to listen? You want to learn?
I asked
You want to learn?
Tell me.
I'm telling you,
Tell
you
me,
want to learn?
is nikah means
I
sex or
will
not?
teach you Arabic.
Does nikah, yes or
Nikah
no?
means
Yes or no?
Nikah means
Yes or
reaching,
no? Yes or
also
no?
reaching puberty.
Does or does it not
Nikah means
sex is
also
sex?
reaching
Does or
puberty.
does it not mean
This guy doesn't want to listen. He doesn't want to listen.
Then
I
answer
dare you
yes
to
or no?
listen.
Yes or
No,
no?
I'm teaching
There's
you.
no answer.
Nikah has got 3 different meanings.
It's not yes or no. It's a
One is reaching puberty, one is reaching puberty, one is engagement, and the other one is sex, intercourse. I can give you all in context.
to defend Islam.
Nikah, it means reaching puberty, or intercourse, also it means engagement.
Islam because women need to know
What's the
Islam
primary meaning?
All I'm
What's the primary
saying,
meaning?
Paul said to you, you cannot talk.
You're reading it
You
out of
cannot preach.
context.
Paul said you
No,
cannot
you're
preach.
lying.
Yes.
You're lying.
Paul said you
You're
cannot
lying.
preach
Doesn't
to men.
say that.
Yes.
You're a liar.
Shall I give you the verse?
No, but you're misquoting.
Shall I give you the
it.
verse? I'm not
No, you don't
misquoting.
want to talk about
I'm not
it.
misquoting.
No,
I
you
gave him
wanna
the
talk
answer.
about
He didn't
me.
listen. I gave him the answer.
No, this
So I
is
I gave
asked
him
you
the
the
answer.
primary meaning.
I
You
gave
said
him
there
the
are three
answers.
meanings. One is an engagement.
Shall I teach you
one is a-
Arabic? Okay, now I'll teach him
what's the
Arabic now. Okay.
Primary
Okay.
translation.
So let me give him the primary
meaning.
meaning.
Okay. He doesn't want to give me the
Okay.
primary meaning. He
Okay.
just says there are
What's
three
the
meanings.
primary meaning?
Is it
Okay.
does not mean nikah means sex or
Listen,
no?
in
Just say no.
English, in English,
Maybe they're married
there's
to
a
the
word,
same union.
there's a word got 3 different meanings, depends on the context. Example, mug is face or a cup or what? Depends on the context. Yes? So the word nikah is got different meaning, depends on the context, same as mug. In English, there's a word, it's got 3 different and many meanings, depends on the context.
Right, tell me
I
what-
give you the
Muslim
word
women
mug.
have a right
It doesn't
to-
have one meaning.
Do Muslim
So
women
now-
have a right to monogamy?
So now,
You're lying.
so now,
Do Muslim women
do you have right to
they
have
have to be divorced?
do you have right to man? Wait. Do you have right? Wait.
You are,
Please wait.
You're lying. You don't know what
Do
you're
you
talking
have?
about.
I just told him. Don't worry, I told him. He doesn't want to listen. I told him. I told him the answers. I replied to him. He doesn't want to listen. I just answered that one. So now I'm asking one question. Amy, do you have? Wait.
Before you ask me a question,
Amy, do you have freedom? Okay. Do you have? Please, can I answer? Can I talk?
Muslim women have a right to
Do
monogamy.
you have freedom to marry many men at the same time? You tell me, answer my question.
No.
Thank you. Oh, she accepted.
Have you-
She said Muslims do not have
No, you asked me
optional
about
to
Christians.
marry
You
polygamy.
asked me about
So does
Christians.
she
You
have?
didn't ask me.
Does she have? No, she said no. So why are you asking me that question? You have no right. You have no right.
You don't
You have no.
answer.
Do you have it?
Right.
Do you have it?
Muslim women have a right to monogamy.
Do you have it?
I have. Do you have
No, you don't have it.
No, you're lying.
No, tell me. Where it says it's restriction. Show me. No. Show me. Wait. Let her talk.
One wife and each wife her own husband.
Say again.
And they all have authority over each
Where
other.
it says you can only marry one woman.
That's my question.
I'm challenging you. Show me in the Bible where it says you can only marry one woman. Show me in the Bible. Show me in the Bible where it says you can only marry one woman.
Hey, do Muslim women have a right? Speak to him. He's not answering.
I'm answering.
Do Muslim women have a right to monogamy?
I'm answering her question. I'm answering her question. Show me in the Bible where it says you cannot marry more than one wife. I'm challenging all Christians. Show me where it says it's prohibited to marry more than one wife. Show me in the Bible. Yes, even Solomon. All of them, they had more than one wife. Moses' law, it says the same. Christianity, they have no single verse where it says it's prohibited, it's not allowed to marry more than one wife. I'm challenging Christians to believe that any verse. Nowhere. There's nowhere in the Bible. I'm challenging Christians. Challenge any Christian. Challenge. So, challenge. You accept the challenge. My challenge is, show me in the Bible, in New Testament, where Jesus said to marry more than one wife is prohibited and is a sin. Show me. Challenge accepted. Show me where it says, I'm challenging any Christian to show me where Jesus said you cannot marry more than one wife. It's illegal and it's a sin. It's prohibited strictly. Nowhere. Nowhere. Nowhere it says. Nowhere. There's nowhere Jesus said if you marry more than one wife, it's illegal. You have a verse?
Yeah.
Give me the verse.
You're challenging.
Shall he give you? He said he wants to give me the verse.
I want to do it.
Okay, he wants to do it.
So easy.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, I'm not running. Never. I never run. I never run. I'm here always. I accept the challenge. My challenge is what? Show me where it says to marry more than one wife in the Bible. It's illegal. It's a sin. It's adultery. I want exactly word. There's nowhere in the Bible. I will be your slave today.
She can answer you. She's gone.
No one can answer.
Well, I'm actually asking.
What did Jesus mean by adultery?
No, let him answer.
Jesus is using the predicates of the Old Testament to refer to what marriage is. So when we say the word adultery, bro, what do we mean by adultery? That's what they're asking. What do we mean by adultery?
I'm not talking about adultery now.
No,
Do not divide the topic. I'm talking about where it says marrying more than one wife is adultery. I will accept that. Accept the challenge.
Just make your own
No,
interpretation.
accept the challenge. Do you have any verse? Look now.
Now let me read
Do you
a
have a
verse
verse?
that affirms my position, the fact that marry more than one.
Okay, marrying more than one wife is illegal. It's a sinful. If he shows me, no wait, I want him to show me. Show me, I'm challenging.
Siraj is scared of
Let him
women.
speak. Let him speak, please.
Yes,
please
why
listen
are
to
you
him.
still talking over me?
Please,
If you're not
let
scared,
him speak. Please wait. Please wait.
Mother of Ishmael.
I'm going to raise my voice and
Okay,
here's
you
what
speak.
our Lord says, the true God, who
Okay.
is not Allah.
Okay.
And the answer said unto them, have you not read that he which made them at the beginning made them male and female, and said, for this cause shall a man leave father and mother and shall cleave to his wife, and they, the man and the woman, shall become one flesh. Now that doesn't give room for other males and other females, because two are becoming one flesh.
I like this verse. Okay, come.
This debate's done.
Did he show me where it says it's... Wait. Okay, now I'm... Wait. Brother, wait. Brother, can I speak to him? Can I speak to him? Okay, so now I'm challenging. The verse he gave me, that's his verse. Okay, so now, the verse he gave me, he doesn't say marrying more than one wife. It's illegal. It's a sinful. Okay, now, if I come to that point, Jesus said that verse, yes, in the Bible. Also, it says that in the Old Testament, in Genesis, it says man and wife become one flesh. Who understands better the Bible? Prophets or Christians? Prophets. Okay, if prophets understand better than Christians, prophets, all of them had what? More than one wife. And God said what? Abraham married more than one wife. Do you know what God said in the Bible? God found Abraham as a righteous person. If marrying more than one wife, and that makes you committing adultery, would God say he found Abraham as a righteous person? So he said Abraham, he was a righteous person. So now,
no Mosaic covenant.
no, even Moses,
That Muslims,
Moses,
covenant.
Thank
there
you.
wasn't the Ten Commandments.
Watch out.
Mount Sinai
Watch out.
When Moses was alive. Now, Moses is a descendant of Abraham. He wasn't around the time of Abraham. So the laws that applied to Abraham were not the same laws that applied to Moses. So when we talk about adultery, when it comes to the Mosaic law, adultery is marrying more than one wife.
There's no evidence. Until now, there's no verse. Okay, now.
Also,
okay,
Jesus Christ, in that very verse I brought up for you, clearly says that marriage is between a man and a woman. You have not addressed this, Gerard.
Watch out.
You can't, right?
You can talk, I'll let you speak.
One man and one woman coming together as one flesh. Now, if it was in any way possible for Jesus to be thinking, oh, well, maybe other people can marry, why did he not say that marriage was one man, one woman, one man, one woman, one man, one woman becoming one flesh? Why did he not say that? He clearly says marriage is between one man, one woman becoming one flesh.
What does it mean?
And also in Matthew 5 from verse 27, Jesus says,
I got another verse.
It was said to those at all, you should not commit adultery. But I say to you that whoever looks at a woman to lust for her has already committed adultery with her in his heart.
That's not about marriage.
No,
Looking.
because if you're
That's
married
looking.
and you look
Context.
at a woman with
It's about looking another one for adultery without marriage.
That is adultery.
This is without marriage.
I want
Okay.
everybody to understand that Siraj is still begging the question.
Okay.
Using our paradigm of the Bible, you cannot show me where the New Testament says that it's okay to marry more than one wife, because it doesn't claim that. And two, that the apostles, the rightly guided believers of Jesus Christ, followed this principle. For example, Paul in 1 Corinthians 6 says that one of the heresies that takes you directly to hell is adultery. Now, I want to ask Siraj a question. What is adultery according to the Bible, bro?
Can you understand the concept?
So now,
ask
he
the question,
said,
you can answer it.
no, let me come to that point first. He said Abraham's law was different than Moses' law, yes? In Moses' law, Old Testament, yes, marrying more than one wife is illegal. He said Mosaic law is different. Okay, so now we have,
Show me the Ten Commandments were given to Abraham. Can you show me that?
in Mosaic law, here, Exodus chapter 21 verse 10,
Can you show me
it
at the time
says,
of Abraham,
if you marry
where Abraham
another
received the
wife,
Mosaic
do
law
not
from Mount
neglect
Sinai?
the first wife.
Doesn't know what he's talking about.
End of the conversation. Show me now where Jesus said, I have not come to abolish the law of Moses. And he practiced the law of Moses. That's why Jesus,
But to fulfill the law.
listen,
The very term words used.
That's why-
to complete the law.
let me expose
The
him.
law in his flesh.
The law of
That's evident from
Jesus
the text.
was the law of Moses, and he practiced the law of Moses. Do you know how I got many proofs? The law of Moses says
Did Abraham
any
have the law of
children.
Moses?
Let me talk.
Did
Let me
Abraham
talk.
have the law-
Let me
have the law
talk.
of
Let me talk.
Moses?
I'm
Did
coming to the
Abraham have
point.
the law of Moses?
Moses and Jesus have same law.
Did Abraham have the law of Moses? Did
Moses,
Abraham have the law of
no,
Moses?
but Moses.
Oh, no, he didn't.
No, in
Okay,
terms of
so
polygamy,
at the time
same
of
law.
Abraham, they wouldn't
But
know
in
what
terms
adultery
of
was.
in terms of marrying more than one wife, that is the same law.
Look at
Moses' law and Abraham law is the same
Abraham
in terms
have
of
the law of
polygamy.
Moses? No,
Because
he
Moses
didn't.
said,
Did Moses have the law of Abraham?
Moses
No, he
said,
didn't.
if you marry a second wife, do not neglect the first wife. What does that mean? That's
Abraham did not have the law
polygamy.
of Moses. So
So
when
now-
Abraham was alive, it wasn't adultery.
So now let me come to the point.
If you go to the time
Okay,
of
let me
Solomon,
speak. Let me
Solomon
speak.
himself is chastised for having multiple wives.
Let me speak.
Solomon had 70 wives. And
me speak.
God says to him that is a wrong thing to do, and he's angry with that position.
Let me speak.
So what are you going to do now? Why
Show
is it
me-
that God in 1 Samuel is angry with, no, in 2 Samuel,
No,
is angry
because
with Solomon.
Sam was worshipping idols.
No, it
The
weren't, it
context,
weren't
I
that.
know, yes.
The context says
In the
he's angry with all
Solomon,
he
that
was doing.
chapter, Solomon was worshipping idols and he got destroyed by
Context
God.
says, and I want everybody else
He
to go
was
home and
taken
read it, right?
away from the kingdom
context says
even.
he was
The
angry
kingdom
with
was
all
taken.
he was
No, the
doing.
context he
You
was
don't know what
idol
you're
worship.
talking about.
He worshipped idol. In the
begging the
chapter,
question,
so now I'm asking, so now I'm saying,
don't even read
the law of Jesus was the law of Moses. Evidence. The law of Moses says any children who curse their parents should be put to death. The law of Moses. The law of Jesus in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 15, verse 4, it says, Jesus said, why anyone who curses his parents should be put to death. What law is that? The law of Moses. That's what Jesus said, I have not come to abolish the law of Moses in the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 17. And also he practiced about adultery. If you commit adultery outside marriage, Jesus believes you should be put to death. John chapter 8 verse 7. Jesus fulfilled, practiced the law of Moses. Show me, I challenge you, any Christian, to show me if you marry more than one wife, it's illegal, it's a sinful.
Can we kind of have a conversation?
God knew Abraham married more than one wife, and God said God found Abraham as a righteous person. Genesis chapter 15 verse 6.
The Old Testament, the Mosaic law.
The case is done.
You can divorce your wife.
The case is done.
Contradiction.
What are
If
you
you
talking
think
about?
that Jesus was not changing the law,
What are
then
you
explain
talking
what
about?
Jesus says in Matthew 5
Yeah.
that you cannot divorce your wife, and that's adultery. Yet in the Old Testament it says you can divorce your wife. Explain
How
what Jesus
can
went against the laws of the Old Testament.
that's got nothing to do with Jesus.
You claimed that
No.
Jesus came so that Jesus says that I'm not changing the law. That's your claim, right?
No, it's not my claim. According to the Bible, I give you the verse.
The verse doesn't say.
I give you chapter.
problem is-
I'm giving you now. Listen, I'm
the
giving
problem
you.
is, Siraj, you're not
I'm
reading
giving you.
what it says,
Matthew
right?
chapter
Yeah, let me read what it
15:4 is the law of Moses.
No, that's not-
Did he change? About adultery, stoning the adultery.
Yeah, so this
The
is
Gospel
talking
of
about
John
divorce,
chapter
right?
8 verse 7.
And I'm gonna
It says the same.
This is what I've got to say.
It's the same. You have to stone the adulterers, the adulterers.
Him give her a certificate of divorce. So this was an Old Testament custom, buddy. If you wanted to divorce your wife, you could according to Old Testament.
Can you give the reference? Can you give the
But what is
reference?
Jesus
What is he talking, saying about?
saying? If anybody wants to listen, they can.
What did he say? Say it.
No, you weren't listening, so you should have paid
Just
attention.
give reference. Give reference.
Give the reference.
Because the reference
Yeah, the
will
reference
expose
is
you.
Matthew 5:31.
Say it. So say what you
No,
said.
go to it. So you're talking to yourself. I'm talking to this camera here.
Still now, no challenge, no verse, no verse. I'm going now. I'm not repeating same thing again and again. Who's for this? Who's for this? I think it's for the brothers. Oh, take it back.
He said that Jesus.
So now, my challenge to Christian: show me any single verse from the Bible, New Testament, where it says marrying. No, listen. The verse is showing me. It says about you cannot divorce your wife. Look, the verse it says you cannot divorce your
You
wife.
want the reference?
Does it say you
Can
cannot
you read
marry more
it?
than one wife?
You read it.
No.
You read it.
Okay.
Come here, Matthew 5. Read
Okay.
these two verses.
The verse, look here. The verse here it says you cannot divorce your wife. Divorcing your wife does not mean you cannot marry more than one wife. If I marry four wives and I don't divorce them, this is not adultery.
No.
That's the context.
No.
Exposed.
You're misquoting scripture.